Single map operations are finally making its way to Battlefield 1. Dubbed as Shock Operations, this is a smaller version of normal operations within Battlefield 1, bringing back the 40 max player count. Shock Operations is going to be available on 5 maps in total. Shock Operations will be arriving to Battlefield 1 in full by June 2018. Like with Operations campaigns, even if you don't have access to the DLC maps running Shock Operations, you can still play them. This is a good move by DICE, so when the game mode drops, everyone can try it out. But if you want full access to the map and the DLC on other game modes, then you still need to buy that corresponding DLC or the Battlefield 1 Premium Pass. The maps rocking this new game mode is the Somme, followed by Prise de Tahure, Giant Shadow, Lupkow Pass, Zeebrugge Raid, and that's pretty much it. This is a nice choice of maps if I'm being completely honest, although I would have liked to see Albion in this list instead of maybe something like Zeebrugge Raid, as I think that map would benefit more from Frontlines rather than Operations, but that's just my opinion. As the weeks go on with the CTE, the new maps with the Shock Operations game mode will cycle through, and today we got to try out the Somme on Operations, and for the most part it's pretty good. And for those of you disappointed that the Apocalypse DLC didn't arrive with any operations, at least now you can get a taste of it. My only issue with the map is that the attackers feel a bit too strong in the first sector. The attackers have access to 2 land ships and the Infiltrator Elite class. The Infiltrator alone can solo the point thanks to its artillery strike, which the radius pretty much covers the entire portion of the flag. Couple this with at least 2 decent tank drivers and you have yourself an unstoppable wrecking force. The only suitable counter to this is if all the defenders spawn assault and try to keep the tanks at bay, which is effective for the most part, but if not, then it's pretty much impossible to keep a decent team at bay. Now, I'm not saying that the attackers shouldn't be strong, as they need a little pick-me-up in that first sector just due to the lack of cover, but I feel like if they reduce the number of tanks from 2 to 1, then things might be a bit easier for the defending team. But all of that is my personal opinion, and if you have the CTE, then I encourage you to try out the new game mode and leave your feedback in the survey. And that about wraps up today's little news drop. And before you go, make sure to drop questions below for my 500 subscriber Q&A, because I'm original and Q&As definitely have never been done before. But yeah, drop those below and I'll make sure to answer everyone in a video soon. And as always, it's been BloodHound, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.